Hi, I'm Perry Reed of the Tablet PC Show podcast, and this is the TabletKiosk Sahara i440D Slate Mode tablet. Now, the first thing you may notice when you see it, the first thing I certainly noticed, is just how pretty it is as a device. It is all white, and I've described it on more than one occasion as an overgrown iPod, and I mean that as a compliment. I think it really is a nice-looking slate here. Now, you'll notice that the screen takes up most of the front of the device, and the rest of what you see here is pretty clean. Let me clear the screen. There we go. There are a couple of speakers on the front up here, and you probably can't see them on the video, but below are a couple of microphone holes. On either side then are rows of 4 buttons. Now on the left side over here, the buttons are labeled. The one at the very top is marked SAS. I don't know what SAS stands for, but I know that when you push it, it brings up the lock, kind of task switcher, change user dialog. Let me clear that. The button below that is the orientation change. Let's see, this way. Right, do I have that right? Yep. Hard to do this when I'm looking at just my reflection in a mirror behind the camera. There we go, change it back to landscape. I have found in playing with this that I like the landscape mode better. I'm not sure why. I think it's because I like having the buttons on either side. The 2 buttons below here on this side that are marked with the volume up and down, very nice to have. Now on the other side, now this is fairly interesting. Let me bring the tablet in nice and close. You'll notice that those buttons are not labeled at all. Part of that is because you can change the mode of those buttons to be anything you want. However, the top button, you're not going to want to change. You're going to want to leave that one as is, because what that one does is something very important. That changes the tablet from touchscreen, which it was a minute ago, to active digitizer as it is now. And if I can do this without looking at it, there we go. Roll the pen up and down on there. Here's the pen, by the way. Pull it out of its slot. I should mention that as the pen fits in the slot here, it is not spring-loaded. You see, I can push on it all I want. It won't pop out. It actually uses the little catch on the side of the pen that's can be used to put the pen in your shirt pocket. It uses that to store it and to hold it in place, which is fine. It works very well. Now the other buttons on here are programmed to do other things. I forget what all they do. One brings up the Documents folder, one brings up Internet Explorer, and the other I think brings up Windows Mail, I believe. But you can program them to do anything you want. The really important one is that top one there, which is going to change it back now to the touch mode. There we go. Yes, let's see if I can touch it in the right place without looking. Again, that's hard to do without looking. Harder than it looks. There we go. Now, looking at the bottom and the sides of the tablet, you notice the bottom, there's really nothing there. On the left-hand side, there's really nothing there, so they keep those clean lines as much as possible on all sides. Now, on the top, you will find 3 slider switches. One of them is for the Wi-Fi radio, one for the Bluetooth radio, and one for the power to the device. Now I did notice that using this power slider, you have to actually pull it and hold it for a few seconds, maybe like about 2 seconds, which is longer than I'm used to using on a tablet to adjust the power, but that's what it takes. Next to that is your PC card slot. On the other end of the device, now this is where all the good stuff is. We've got FireWire, we've got 2 USB ports, an eSATA port, VGA out, audio out, and a microphone in. And what else is there? Oh yeah, the Ethernet and the phone jack interface. One of the other nice things about this tablet, I'm going to set it down here for just a second and show you the stand that ships with it. Now this is very nice. It folds down flat when you're not using it to make it easy to carry, and then simply pops open, set it down, set the tablet, oops, pushing that button accidentally, on the stand, and there you have it. And it is somewhat adjustable too, so you can hold the tablet at different angles, whatever is good for you. Also, a neoprene sleeve comes with it, which is very handy for storing the device in a bag, maybe a book bag or a backpack that may not have a pocket built just for the size of this tablet. Speaking of the size of this tablet, now a lot of videos like this one will show you devices that they're showing off along with other devices, similar devices, to kind of show you the relative size. That's fine if you have those other devices and you know how big those are, but one, I don't usually have those. In fact, I don't have any other than my old M200. But if you don't have, say, an M200, what good is it going to do to show you this next one, is it really going to give you a good idea just the relative size of this thing? So I thought I'd do something a little bit different and show you the i440D against objects you might have in your house. For example, I said it looked like an overgrown iPod, and there you have a comparison. Here's my iPod. It's one of the later color video iPods, and you can see the resemblance. But of course it's quite a bit larger than an iPod. Let's take a look at a couple of other things here. Let's, pardon my reach here, how about something almost every household has these days, the most recent Harry Potter book. Now certainly it's going to be a little bit larger than the Harry Potter book, but nowhere near as thick as the Harry Potter book. And I promise if you haven't read it, I won't tell you how it ends, but it is a good book. Let's see what else. How about Magic 8 Ball? Remember these? Yeah, you may not still have them. We still got one. Let's see, what does it say? It says nothing. Apparently our Magic 8 Ball is dead. Out of luck. How about a football? This particular football is an Oakland Raiders football. Of course, the Oakland Raiders, whose motto used to be "Just win, baby," should this year probably be "Just win one, please." Well, that's about all I have for this video. Again, this is the Sahara i440D tablet from TabletKiosk. It's definitely a very nice machine. There's a lot to like about it. I especially love the dual mode screen with the touch screen and the pen available. I don't mind at all that you have to switch manually between the two. In fact, that was a good cost-saving measure on their part not to include the automatic switching. I do like the relative power. It's pretty snappy. This one's running Windows Vista Business, and performance is pretty snappy. I didn't run any actual measurements, but in general I do like it. Not much not to like about it. Oh, did I mention the thumbprint reader or fingerprint reader right here on the side? Another nice feature of this one. I keep forgetting that that's there, but it is right there. All right, well that's it for the Sahara i440D. I'm Perry Reed of the Tablet PC Show. Thanks.